Hi everyone, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket, and in today's video we are going to look at what exactly happened to the markets today and what we can expect from the markets tomorrow, and we are also going to see the trade report. And coming to the community trade, many are asking about the community trade. So we'll be starting that once the market actually settles down and the VIX comes down below 15, because otherwise it is pretty volatile right now and we will have to do a lot of adjustments, which is definitely not worth it. Right. So now we'll be quickly moving on to see what exactly happened to the markets today. Before that, I would also like to tell you a couple of things. One, starting with the free course which is there on Optionables website. The link to the same is given in the description below, so do check that out. And after that, we are using a broker called Firstock. And Firstock right now is having an offer where you will be getting 100 free orders on opening the account. So if you are interested, again the link is in the description below. Do check that out and get your first 100 orders free. And this weekend we'll be coming out with a special video on budget, how the market has behaved during the budget days, and also what we can expect from this year's budget. So the budget this time is on Tuesday, that is February 1st. And this weekend, that is Saturday and Sunday, we will have a detailed report out there. So we were discussing that outcome of Fed event will have a significant impact on the markets. And like we discussed, so yesterday Fed gave a little hawkish view and it was not perceived well by the markets. So US markets opened almost 2% higher, and later there was a huge sell-off in the afternoon session. And after that, this was followed on by Asian markets, as well as it also came down to Indian markets, because Nikkei as well as Hang Seng both were down almost 3%, and all other Asian markets were also pretty much down. So India also opened almost 1.5% down, and later the sell-off further continued up till 12 o'clock. So by 12 o'clock, we started to witness very strong buying coming in banking sector. To be very precise, it's around 12:15 where Bank Nifty actually made a low, and from there on it shot up close to 1000 points. And we could clearly see the money shifting from IT stocks to banking stocks. Because if you see from the past week, there is huge sell-off in IT stocks. Everything, Infosys, TCS, HCL, you name any IT stock, large cap or mid cap, there has been severe selling, and all the money is now being shifted to banking stocks. Banking as well as automobile. You can see both of these sectors are pretty resilient, and even when the market is falling, global trend is pretty negative, we see very strong support coming in both Bank Nifty as well as auto. Even though Nifty recovered towards the end, as well as Bank Nifty shot up close to 300-400 points, we never really saw drop in VIX. That clearly shows there is still a lot of uncertainty around, and I don't think till the budget is over we'll be seeing a drop in VIX. So maybe we'll have to wait till the end of first week of February for the VIX to actually start coming down. And I also expect the VIX to increase as we move towards the budget. So the most obvious reasoning for today's move would be we can expect DIIs to have bought in some shares towards the end of the session, and in case if FIIs also have sold less, that is again a pretty good positive for us. But looks like that there is some severe buying coming in from DIIs, so we still don't have the data, so that is something which will be interesting for us to look out. So now coming to what exactly happened to our trade and what we can expect from the market tomorrow. So for that, I'll be showing you the computer screen where we'll be discussing more about the trend of the market as well as the open interest. So thank you so much for joining, guys, and I hope that you guys are liking this particular video. So as we discussed, the market was extremely volatile and it was pretty hard for us to trade actually today. Bank Nifty opened with a gap down of almost 600 points. It came up by 300 points, again fell close to 300 points, and from this point it rallied close to 1000 points upside. So it was a pretty volatile day and lot of zigzag movements till the end where the trend got set and we just moved up. So it was a pretty challenging day as an option seller to trade, unless you had some extra hedge positions, which we obviously didn't. And even if you look at Nifty, Nifty also closed at almost a day's high, but it couldn't recover. Bank Nifty actually turned positive, but Nifty couldn't come to positive because of IT stocks. So most of the major IT stocks, as we discussed, were trading almost at the day's low. Even when you look at the total advances and declines, so you can see that it was mainly the automotive as well as banking stocks which were the top gainers. Axis, SPI, Maruti, Kotak, Tata Motors as well as IndusInd. And you can see that out of 10, close to 8 are from auto as well as banking. And when you look at the top losers, and most of them are from pharma as well as IT. So HCL, TechChem, Dr. Reddy. So pharma and IT were mostly the top losers. So now that brings us to the next question. What exactly happened to the trades? Today we had an MTM loss of close to 7 lakh. And it was just matter of last 15 minutes where we ended up losing close to 4 lakh. So I'm going to explain what exactly happened, and our main trades were in Bank Nifty. So initially in the morning, we started off with 37,300 short straddles. So once we started with 37,300 short straddles, so we were holding this for quite some time when Bank Nifty actually started to break the day's low. So you can see at this point, Bank Nifty clearly broke the day's low, and we never really had a huge loss. So we just had a loss of close to 30,000, and we thought, okay, we will just square off everything at a loss of 30,000 and come out. So we came out of all the trade, and then afterwards, we took 37,200 short straddle. So we took 37,200 short straddle as the market started bouncing back somewhere over here. And within some time, the market just rallied so much that this entire 37,200 position went for a loss of minus 70k. So even this is fine. We came out of everything. So totally we are now at a loss of 1 lakh. So this is pretty fine. And afterwards, we shifted everything towards 37,500 short straddle. So after this, what happened? The market did consolidate for 30 minutes, but then again there was a huge up move. So now there was a huge up move, which means again we lost some money, and we are already at a loss of 1 lakh. Again we lost around 50,000. And finally we took 37,700 short straddle, and here again we lost close to 1 lakh. Overall, we were at a loss of close to 3 lakh, and another 50,000 was from Nifty. So we had lost some money from Nifty as well. So all put together, we were at a loss of close to 3.5 lakh. Till here, we have a loss of 3.5 lakh, so which is till 3 o'clock, and that is fine. So we have gone wrong with all of our trades. Nifty trade went wrong. 4 of our Bank Nifty trades went wrong, but still we haven't lost much. So this is pretty good up till here. So what happens after this happened just in matter of 3 to 5 minutes, and we had no time to even react. So let me explain what exactly ended up happening. So around 3 o'clock, and our aim was to recover 1.5 lakh to 2 lakh so that we can just carry over a loss of around 2 lakh till tomorrow. And that's the reason what I end up doing is around 3 o'clock, I end up creating a short straddle at 37,800. So around this level, 37,800, I create a short straddle where I get a premium of close to 60 as well as 25 rupees. So totally I get 85 rupees premium. On top of that, I also buy a hedge that is 200 points away. So let me just, to give you a better visualization. So I created a short straddle at 37,800 right over here. I purchased a hedge at 38,000, and I also purchased one more hedge at 37,600. So up till now we have a loss of 3.5 lakh, and I expected the market to actually end around 37,800, and this was the biggest mistake I did, because we should never predict the market, and I thought that since there is a rejection here from 38,000, the markets might end up consolidating around this range itself. So that's the reason at this point I went around 4,000 quantity. So total 4,000 quantity. So totally I collected 60 plus 20, which is around 80 points. And I also paid around 10 plus 10 for the hedge. And what happened now is you can see that totally I have just collected 80 points. My idea was the moment I get 20 points or 30 points decay, I'm just going to square off everything because I'm going to get 1.2 lakh. So 30 points on 4,000 quantity is around 1.2 lakh and I'm going to square it off. But within matter of next 2 to 3 minutes, this particular candle right over here was so severe that it went up so quickly I didn't even get a chance to exit. So before I could even exit the trade, the premiums were 180 and 5. I had lost 4 lakh just in matter of 2 minutes and I didn't even have time to exit. So my idea was, in case if it goes above 38,000, I have nothing to lose. My max loss was 4 lakh in the trade and my max profit was also 4 lakh in the trade. The only thing is I never expected such a big up move in such a short time, and within no time I just ended up losing 4 lakh. And I actually didn't square off the position, I let it expire because I anyways had a hedge at 38,000 and it came up to 38,000 so quickly that once it crossed 38,000, I didn't even have to exit the position because the hedge would take care of any further rise. And I just left it at that. And on 3.5 lakh, we lost another 4 lakh where we ended up with close to 7.5 lakh negative on one particular day alone. So totally somewhere around 7.5 lakh is what we lost, and we lost 4 lakh in just matter of 2 minutes. It sounds pretty surprising, but it happens, and that's the reason we have to be very careful with trading. So the thing is, you already know that we usually don't let our loss cross beyond a particular limit. So we had a loss of 3.5 lakh and we thought of cutting our loss once we reach 4.5 lakh. The thing is, the move was so quick that we didn't even get a chance to exit at 4.5 lakh because before we could even realize, shift from Sensibull back to market or our market watch, the market was already gone up. So this was a pretty bad day and we lost 7.5 lakh. And let me tell you one more thing on top of this. So this month again, we have come to a net loss. So beginning of this week, Monday, we had a positive of 14 lakh in options. And within Thursday, that is hardly around 3 days, we have lost somewhere close to 17 lakh and we are at a net loss of 3 lakh with options. So the thing is, we have done really badly with this particular trade and this particular week alone, and I really feel ashamed because the thing is, I am addressing so many people when I myself can't perform well. So it doesn't make any sense to address you all and tell you what to do or what not to do. So I have decided to take a break and not trade till the budget day. So on budget day, I will again start trading because something is not clicking or something is not going right and I have to figure it out. And one more thing is, it is not ethically right for me to tell you something if I am not making profit. So the thing is, if you see from previous 4 months, we are at a net positive of 6 lakh from options. So 6 lakh from 4 months is pretty less. That is just 1% on our total capital. So the return of 6 lakh is just 1% of our total capital. And it hasn't done well. So this is a below par performance. It's true that we are at least in profit. That is a pretty good thing. But it is a below par performance. And we will have to fix it sooner or later. And my next few days will be just working and trying to improve the mindset first, because once you start going into loss, you will be in a pretty bad mindset. First to improve the mindset, and later we'll also start working on strategies, improving the quality of trades. So that is something we'll be working for the next whole week. And post Tuesday, we will again start taking some aggressive trades. So till then, our plan is not to take any trades. So let's see how it goes. So right now, even this particular month, we don't have a huge loss, to be honest. It's just around 3 lakh, but still it is not a great thing because we have lost around 17 lakh just in a matter of week. So there were a lot of irrational decisions based on emotions which weren't needed at all. So these things are something which we have to fix, and let's hope for the best and see what exactly we can do moving ahead. So now quickly to see what exactly we can expect from the markets tomorrow. Right now, Bank Nifty again is looking very bullish. Nifty is specifically bearish due to the IT sector. And for us, Nifty is a good buy, or Nifty turns positive once it is able to cross 17,300. So what we must be really looking for is this level of 17,300. Once this is taken out, we might expect some consolidation in Nifty. So till then, the bearishness still remains. And coming to Bank Nifty is looking quite bullish. And when I just open daily charts, you can see that it just hardly took 2 days to recover what it had lost over the course of the entire week. Market opened huge gap down and it was almost able to end at the day's high, which is a pretty big positive for Bank Nifty. So now looking at Bank Nifty, we do find a very strong support at 37,000. So hopefully this 37,000 support must be held. On the upside, the moment we see the markets breaking above 38,700, and once it takes out this, we can expect further upside from here. So this is our trade review, what happened today and what we can expect from the markets tomorrow and how did our trade go. And I hope that you guys have liked this particular video. If so, then please do hit the like button, share this video as well as subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much for joining.